We're going to start with high knees for 15 seconds, then go into hip circles, 10 seconds per leg. You want to rotate counterclockwise as well as clockwise in the warm-up. We're then going to go to butterfly reaches. We're going to do those for 15 seconds as well, where you're going to time yourself. You're going to, as you come down, your legs are going to come up, and you're going to push your knees down to the floor. This is great to open up your shoulders, and you're going to do this for 15 seconds as well. We'll do 15 seconds of ski jumps front to back, and then we'll switch 15 seconds per leg, ski jumps left to right. It's very important to train each leg unilaterally by itself, as well as training both legs together. The most important part of this workout is going to be making sure that you're getting the proper leg movement in each workout. So this is important. Then we're going to switch to lunges. You want to make sure that form gets corrected. As you see, the body is over the knee, and there's a good step out, and the core is being tightened throughout the movement. We're only going to do 6 of these, 3 per leg. We'll go another 15 seconds with butt kickers. As you see, your heel is coming up near your glute, getting the blood flowing and increasing cardiovascular health. Now, we'll start the workout. The workout is going to be 2 sets per circuit. There's going to be 2 separate circuits. This will be the first circuit, which will be with the goblet squat. You're going to hold the weight underneath the dumbbell, and you're going to make sure that your chest is high and your back is arched. You push your butt back and making sure that you have the proper form in this exercise. So you want to make sure that you push your butt back in order to make sure that you're exaggerating the glute, as well as keeping your feet shoulder width to hip width apart. This is going to make sure that you're targeting the areas that you're trying to target, as well as building muscle in your glutes and making your butt look more toned. All right, you're going to shoot, if you're building muscle, you're going to shoot for 10 to 12 reps with heavy weights. If you're toning, you're going to shoot for 15 to 20 with light weights. Okay, we're going to go to the second exercise of this first circuit, which are going to be Romanian deadlifts. You want to make sure that, you keep your chest high and keep your back arched. And when you come up, you want the weights to rest on your quads. So you're going to bend at your hips, and you're going to bend more so as a hinge. You're not going to bend at your back. That's very important in this exercise to make sure that you don't hurt your back. As you push your hips back and you bend at the hips, it's going to target your butt as well as your hamstrings. If you're building this, you're going to make sure that you're doing 10 to 12 reps. If you are toning, 12 to 15, starting off, 15 to 20 finishing. Now we're going to go into mountain climbers. You want to make sure that you go into a basic plank, push-up position, and you're going to run in place, making sure that you keep your core tight and your butt down. This is going to be very important in making sure that you build the proper core to go with the butt that you're trying to build. So, as you see, as she gets herself into place, Nikki actually has her in the push-up position. She's holding herself up, and she's running in place. The knees are coming up to the chest. As you see, her back is flat, and her butt's not in the air, and she's keeping her core tight. You want to shoot for 15 seconds starting off with this exercise, moving up to 30 seconds, up to a minute when you get conditioned. Now, that's the end of the first circuit. The second circuit will start with the standard deadlift. With the standard deadlift, you're going to make sure you bend at your knees and push your butt back. This makes sure that it targets your quads as well as your butt, keeping your back arched and your chest high throughout this movement. You want to shoot for 10 to 12 reps if you're building muscle with heavy weight, or if you're toning, you will use light weights and shoot for 15 to 20 reps. This is definitely going to help you out as far as this is a basic movement throughout every day. The deadlift is standard, works more muscles than any other exercise known to man. We're then going to go down to hip raises. This exercise actually definitely targets the glutes. You're going to make sure that your heel is close to your butt, and you want to make sure that you kind of lift your toes, so you definitely have all your weight on your heel. You want to lift the opposite leg up in the air at a 45-degree angle, have your hands down to your side, and you want to push up on your heel tighten up your butt as you push up. You want to keep that leg at 45 degrees, and you want to make sure that toe stays pointed, as you see what was corrected there. You want to shoot for 12 reps starting off. As you get stronger in this exercise, you want to go to 15, move to 20, and maybe 25. This, again, is unilateral training. We're training one leg at a time, one glute at a time, to make sure that they're balanced. You want to keep that toe pointed, curl towards you, and you want to make sure that you're pushing up on your heel and not on flat on your feet. That way it targets your glute. Again, shooting 12 reps starting off, going up to 15, 20 to 25 reps once you become conditioned. As I help her up, we're going to go into our next exercise, which is the last exercise of this circuit, which will be your cardio building. And you're going to do what we call burpees. Burpees are extremely tough. They're a total body exercise. You're definitely going to make sure that you're using the correct form. So start off slow until you can get your form together. After that, that's when you're going to speed up. This is a total body exercise. You're going to jump back. You're going to jump back in, and you're going to stand up. All right? This is the modified version of this exercise, and you'll actually start to get into more complex movements once you get further along in this workout series. So as you see, it's a plank, jumping back forward, and bringing your knees up to your chest. This core exercise is definitely important, and it builds cardiovascular health as well. It's very important to make sure that you add cardio into each workout. As you see, it's incorporated into the circuit in order to burn as much fat as possible, as well as leaning you out. We'll then go into our ab circuit, which again is going to be for 2 sets starting off. We'll move up to 3 as you become more advanced. The first part of this is going to be the plank. You want to hold this plank for 15 to 20 seconds if you're a beginner, 30 seconds if you're intermediate, and 45 seconds to a minute if you're advanced. The longer you're able to sit in this, the stronger that your core is going to become. It builds your endurance as well as your cardiovascular strength, because your heart rate's going to go up. You're basically holding your body weight up and tightening your core at the same time. Once you go there, you're going to go over to your back, and you're going to go for toe touches. With the toe touches, you're going to make sure that your toes are pointed towards you, pull down, and you're going to reach for your toes. The most important part of this exercise is making sure that your back comes off of the ground and as you're reaching towards your toes. This is going to target the upper abs, as well as making sure your form is correct, and making sure that we're hitting every part of the ab in this circuit. You're going to make sure that you keep your feet up as you go into the next exercise, which is the hip raise. The important part of the hip raise is making sure that you don't bring your hips down past that level where your legs are straight. You want to make sure that you bring them, you use as the least amount of kinetic energy as you lift your hips up, because it's going to target your lower abs. You want to shoot for 12 to 15 of the toe touches, as well as 12 to 15 for the hip raises. And we're going to finish off the ab circuit with another set of planks. Again, beginners 15 to 20 seconds. Intermediate is going to be more so 30 to 45 seconds. And your advanced people are going to be up to a minute. As you get better in this workout circuit, I'm going to ask you to push yourself further and make yourself work to the point to where you're pushing yourself beyond your limits. This is where crunch time comes in, and this is where you become the best that you can become. We're going to finish off our workout and this circuit with the leg matrix. The leg matrix is going to be 10 body weight squats, where you're squatting with your body weight. You're making sure that you sit down in it, push your butt back, chest high, back arched, with your hands behind your head. Okay? You want to make sure that you're working hard and that you're pushing yourself. Then you're going to go into lunges. You want to make sure that it's 5 lunges per leg, or it's a total of 10 lunges. This will definitely get your heart pumping and finish off your legs as we've been pushing through them this entire workout. Then, once we finish, we will go into split jumps. We want 5 each leg of those as well with the split jumps. Making sure that you go down into a deep lunge, and jumping up and switching legs. Finally, ending it up with the squat jumps. The squat jump definitely pushes you to your limits. You want to make sure you finish up with 10 of those. You want to do 2 circuits of these. As you get more advanced, I want you to push to your 3rd circuit as well. We will then finish up the workout with a great stretch and cool down, where you're going to make sure that you keep your feet together and bend at your hip and touch your toes. You want to make sure that your hamstrings are being stretched and your glutes are being stretched, because we definitely gave them a great workout today. You want to make sure that you hold this stretch for 10 to 15 seconds. When stretching, you don't want to hold your breath. You want to breathe throughout. Stretching is going to loosen up those muscles and helps with your muscle soreness the next day. It's extremely important that you cool down at the end of every exercise session. Without it, it can cause many problems, as well as causing a good bit of injury and definite soreness the next day. Stretching is going to alleviate those problems. We're then going to go into a glute stretch, where you're going to pull your ankle down to your knee or on your quad. Most women are going to be way more flexible than men. Okay? You're going to pull your leg down towards your leg that's straight. You're going to pull that down towards your body. This out, and you'll feel a stretch in your glute. Stretch. This is the best glute stretch that I've found. As you see, you're going to switch legs. You're going to lay flat on the exact same thing. It's good to have a partner with shoulders back. That partner's going to help you stretch that glute out to the point of where it's semi-uncomfortable. It's going to end this workout session. Definitely want to make sure that you're monitoring if you're feeling dizzy or lightheaded. That's very important. You don't want to get yourself hurt, and no one's there to actually help you out. So this is Kerry Thompson from Thompson Training, signing out. If you have any questions, you can email me at carrythetrainer@gmail.com, or you can check future postings from us as we work hard to get your core and your butt ready for beach season. Have a good one.